Okay, so now we are recorded. All right. Hi, guys. I'm super honored to speak for your team, for Ashley reaching out and asking me to speak on the topic of inviting. Now, I hope that you guys can take something from this because honestly, when it comes to it, it's nothing crazy. It's probably nothing that you haven't heard before, but I do make sure I get my invites in every single day, as I know that that is like the number one thing as far as income producing activities, but also help making sure we're helping more and more people. We have to be inviting. So first of all, like I said, I've been a coach since 2014. This basically is my full-time job, my full-time focus, but I also work in a spa once a week as well as an esthetician, and I've been there for like 12 years. So I'm happy I still get to do both things, but my main focus is Beachbody. So I myself, I know that I need to shift lanes this year, really focus on more team building, and I really want to start sharing the business side of things more to really help people with the business and being able to have more freedom in their life, since it's really changed my life. Like I was saying, this is nothing new, I'm sure, but I'm going to share with you guys what I do to personally invite and get those invites done. So first tip is, have you guys heard of the book Eat That Frog? Eat That Frog. Okay, so Eat That Frog, I highly recommend. It's a good book. It's all about doing the thing that you don't want to do first. Oh, Lena, you've never heard of it. Okay, yeah, Eat That Frog. It's all about doing the thing that you least want to do at the top of your to-do list, which is usually our invites, right? Like we're like, oh my God, I don't want to invite, which first of all, I have to say, why don't we want to invite? Like we get nervous about inviting, but it's like, if we love Beachbody so much and it's changed our lives so much, it's like, why do we get so nervous to invite? You know, you have to ask yourself that, like, why are we nervous if this is like so incredible and so life changing? So tip number one is start with the invites, like get it done. And I listened to a wake up call from 2018 recently, all about building your team. And she said the very first thing she does every single morning is wake up and do 5 invites to the business opportunity. Before anything else, she invites 5. And that freaked me out because I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't ever invite to the business opportunity. But as we know, if we want to grow the biz, we have to share the biz. And that really hit me. I said, oh my goodness, I talk all fitness. I share recipes. I share my meal prep. I'm not talking enough about the business. And that's why I'm not growing the team. So I started to make some changes last month. And last month I signed up 10 coaches. This month I've got, I think, 4 already signed up. And my goal is to do 10 every month moving forward. And I think it's from the little simple shift of I'm actually talking about the business now. So invite 5. And Nixie, who's also on your guys's, in your downline with Allie Upham, she and I became like success partners for this. And I said to her, we have to start inviting 5 to the coach opportunity every morning before we do anything else. And she first looked at me and she's like, what? She's like, that's really scary. And I said, I know. And guess what? She's been inviting 5 every single morning. And she's like, this isn't that bad at all. Like, you just have to get out of your own way and do it. So that's number 1, eat the frog, do your invites. Number 2, something that really, really helps me is you have to switch your mindset from this is about me to this is about them. This is not about us. This is not about us as far as, oh, there's Ashley. This is not about us as far as our success club, you know, us hitting success club, us earning more money. This is about sharing for them to help that next person get started on their health and fitness journey. Hi, Ashley. I don't know if you can hear me, Ashley, but we got it figured out. We're good to go. So change that mindset from this is about me to this is about them. And it's going to be a game changer, because you guys, if you take yourself out of the equation and you make it about them, it makes it less icky. And also, if you don't invite them, you're holding back the opportunity from them, right? So another thing that I have on my vision board that I read every morning is If you're scared to ask the question, it means that you care more about your own self-image than changing another life. That might be something you want to write down. If you are afraid to ask the question, you care more about your own self-image than changing another life. And that just fuels my fire every morning. When I read that, I say, oh my God, if I'm fearful, if I'm being scared, really I'm being fearful. Like, I need to get out of my own way because I'm holding this back from somebody else. So what I do as far as invites is I start with my stories every morning. When I've been inviting 5 to the coach opportunity, it first of all helps if you talk about the coach opportunity in your stories, right? Because then people watch it, and then I could easily say, hey, thanks so much for tuning into my stories this morning. I wanted to personally invite you to join my Coach Info webinar this Thursday. Has coaching and doing what I do ever crossed your mind? So simple, but it makes it easier to do it if you're actually talking about it in your stories, because it's like they saw the story, so now I want to personally invite them. So it doesn't have to be a Coach Info webinar that you're talking about, but just talking about coaching in general, then it makes it easier to actually invite, like, hey, you saw my story, like, have you ever thought about it? Like, has it ever crossed your mind, type of thing. My workouts are in my stories every day. So the first thing is you have to be posting stories. Are all you guys consistently posting stories? I don't know how, obviously, where you guys are at, if you're new coaches, seasoned coaches, but in order to invite from our stories, we have to actually have stories, right? So I go into my stories, I scan, I invite through my stories, I see if there's anybody new, I check in, and if there's somebody obviously brand new I've never noticed before, I send them a message and I just thank them. I'm not going to do an invite right off the bat, but I start there. I start through my stories, I invite, I move on to my most recent post. So if we're posting every single day, hopefully people are liking our content, and you can invite from your content. So let's say I'm inviting tomorrow, it's tomorrow morning now, and I posted today about day 1 of 9-week Control Freak. I'll go to my post and see who's there that liked it, that maybe I haven't talked to in a while, that I could re-invite. Maybe they're brand new and I can simply say, thank you for supporting the post, that type of thing. And then after I go through my stories and my most recent post and stuff like that, I go to my friends list. So your friends list on Facebook is alphabetized. So you can literally hit every single person on your friends list. I'm sure all of us have people we haven't talked to in years, or maybe even ever, on our friends list. So you just go through the ABC list on Facebook. You start with A's and you invite 10. The next day you pick up at that last A that you left off, and you keep on going. Obviously, again, if you've never had a conversation with the person, don't just flat out invite them. You engage and you connect. So it's either going to be a new connection, a new conversation, or it'll be an invite, or it'll be a follow-up, depending on if you've ever talked to this person before or not. But the main thing too is obviously, again, the invites and stuff like that for our coming from post, you got to be posting. One thing I like to do is something that might not, like, usually my most liked posts are not fitness, Beachbody related. It'll be like me and my boyfriend out to dinner, or me and my boyfriend, like we took a little photo shoot in the backyard a couple weeks ago before Christmas, and it had like almost 400 likes. And I was like, okay, this is an invite list. Like, they liked my post. It has nothing to do with health and fitness, but they're seeing my stuff clearly. They see what I'm doing. So it's like, you can use that 400 people list or your most blown up post and use that as an invite list. So anytime I do something like that, I try to remember, even if it's a week or 2 later, go back and use that post as a invite list to talk to people, and throw it out there. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay. All right. So another thing here is, one of our biggest problems is that we decide for people before we actually even invite, because it's that fear. We think they're not going to be interested, right? I still do it, you guys, all the time. I think to myself, no, I'm going to skip over her because I don't think that she's going to be interested. But that is us prejudging the situation and the person. And what if she is? We are just going to pass her by. Like, we can't do that. We have to let them decide. The other thing too, you guys, I try to invite through my stories. If you're already posting a video of you working out on a daily basis, 1 or 2 clips, just simply, I've got 5 more spots for, my fitness fam this month. Are you ready to join us? Or, have you figured out a game plan to get back on track for 2021? Poll, no, I would love to join you, or no, I'd love more info on the current program, put in the poll there. It's very easy to throw that invite in. And I heard another coach say once that she invites every single day through her stories. She said, because you never know who might be new watching one day. And what if that one day you did not invite through your stories, and that was the one day somebody new tuned in that actually needed this, and we didn't invite them? It's another crazy thing to be like, oh my gosh, it's kind of like, aha, like we need to invite every single day, because we're going to have different people maybe popping in and out of our stories, and we always want there to be an opportunity for them to click on it and, say that, yeah, I want to join. This is another big thing too. Over the 7 years, I have discovered that if I myself am not excited on my own journey, I have no desire to invite. It's a big one. So if I'm not into my my own program that I'm currently doing, like if I lose that excitement over the program, I'm not into the workouts anymore, I'm not excited. I don't want to invite anybody. First of all, if I don't have a group, if I don't have a new group that's coming, or like, you always need something to invite to, where it's kind of hard. I mean, I have an ongoing group. I'm always telling people, come join into my ongoing group, that type of thing. But it's exciting when you have like something new to be inviting to. Like now I'm focusing only on inviting to my coach info webinar on Thursday. So I'm focusing like inviting to that right now. But yeah, if you're not feeling good in your own skin, if you're not super focused, when I'm eating super unhealthy and, having one of those periods where I'm eating ice cream and cookies and I can't get out of my own rut, I don't feel good. I feel depressed. And then the last thing I want to do is invite other people to join me when I'm not feeling good in my own skin. So definitely super important. And remember, when you're struggling on your own journey, remember that it's our job as coaches to be the example, and us getting results is going to build our business. Like, let that fuel your excitement to invite and fuel your excitement to really dive into your own health and fitness journeys, because that's our number one job, you guys, is to show up for ourselves and make ourselves a priority and to, reach our own goals. So again, just remember, I heard, trying to think of the way it was worded, our body is our business, obviously not about perfection and everything, but it's like us getting results is a part of our business to show that to people. So again, you have to feel good to in order to want to invite, to have people join us. Okay, what else? I already talked about that. The other thing too, like I said, I do my 5 invites now before I even work out. So while I'm drinking my pre-workout, I Energize, I get my 5 invites done. And if I'm on a roll and I'm feeling it, I'll try to do 5 coach invites and 5 customer invites every day. So 10. And actually I give myself a little bit of wiggle room. So I commit to it 5 days a week. So Monday through Friday, if I miss Thursday because we're doing something and we're not doing anything on Saturday, I'll do those 10 invites on Saturday. But you just have to think, where your goals are. Do you want to try to build more of a team this year? Or do you want to still, focus on just the fitness and, building your fitness community? Me, I know I need to have a big shift in the team, because I've been, and I know it's not just about rank, but I have been diamond for like 5 years. So, helping a lot of people, each month, which is awesome, but I really want to help other people who want to become coaches see success in this as well, have more freedom, have more income, flexibility, all of that kind of stuff. So I think, do you guys have any questions on that? Let me read the chats here. Do you run coach? Okay, so coach webinars, I did it a couple months ago. It was great. And what I've been doing is I recorded it. So I will, if people are randomly like, yeah, I want to hear more about coaching, when I randomly would invite, right now I'm trying to do it every day. But before this year, I would just be like, yeah, I ran a coaching info webinar, last month. I'll add you into my team page just for you to watch it. And then depending, I'll either keep you in the team page or remove you. And so this coach webinar was really good. I think it went really smoothly. So I just, add people into the team page. I have them watch it, and most of them have signed up after watching it. So however, moving forward, am starting to do 2 coach info webinars a month, because again, I'm like, nothing changes if nothing changes. And I'm like, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. I need to start doing more coach stuff, coach building, team building. So I'm like, coach info webinars have to happen twice a month. And the thing that this does is that then, just like Allie's doing for all of us, it does then make it easier for us all to invite to the coach opportunity. Because we're not just reaching out and inviting and saying like, hey, I saw you tune into my stories. Like, thank you so much for following along my journey. Like, has coaching ever crossed your mind? Like, we don't have to say it that way. We can say, I have a coach info webinar on Thursday. If you simply want to be a fly on the wall and hear more about it, has it ever crossed your mind? So it just is like, it takes the pressure off a little bit. I know that people on my team personally have agreed to that. Like, yeah, like I feel more confident inviting to the coaching opportunity now that we have this info webinar as a team, as a whole, that I can invite to. It takes pressure off of them. Like, they don't have to run a coach info webinar, but we have it as a team and everybody can invite to it. Like, no pressure. Let's see. What is the most you find? What they like to know during the webinar. I think honestly, with the webinars, people like to hear from other coaches. So I usually pick 2 coaches on my team to also talk and share their experience, like newer coaches. And their coaches are loving it. They love the accountability. Maybe they've only helped like 2 to 3 people, like they've helped their first 2 to 3 people, but wow, it's been a game changer. Just having 2, 3 people, that have joined me on the journey. I'm that much more accountable. I'm so passionate. It's so exciting to see everybody crushing their goals, and like just kind of hearing other people, not from me, like I'm the one inviting them to coaching, but like for them to hear other people talk about it, I think is really a game changer and exciting for them to be like, okay, wow, like people do really enjoy this. It's not just Jess saying it, like I'm hearing it now from other people. And I also think that they like to know that there's like no real pressure. There's no monthly requirement, it's just be on your journey. I tell people, like, honestly, coaching is filling up your own cup, so much so that it overflows the lives around you. Like, you fill up your cup, it pours out into the lives around you. It's about showing up for yourself and helping other people do the same. Like, that is it. Like, that's what coaching is. You're on your journey and you share it to help other people. Yes. Yep. Allie always said that's good to invite your third party talking about the business as well. Income, how much? Yes. Yep. So do you guys have questions on the invites for me? I hope that this helped. Like I said, it's nothing crazy. I think the biggest thing with inviting is that we get fearful people are going to take us the wrong way. Like, we're just out to make a sale. It's the whole salesy thing, but you got to remember where you're coming from, where your heart is. And if you know that your heart is in it for actually helping other people, then the way I look at it is, when I invite each day, if they take me the wrong way, that's on them. It's not on me. I know where I'm coming from, and too bad for them if they take me that way, because that's unfortunate. And if they don't want to join, that's fine. To me, I feel like if they don't want to join, then they're missing out. Like, they're missing out, because how incredible is the opportunity? But I just let them know, those people that say, I'm all set, thank you anyways, or whatever, I say, no worries. just know that the doors are always open if you ever change your mind. If there's anything I can help you with, just reach out and just know the doors, are always open. So just got to get out of our own way. That's I think the biggest tip is just get excited, drink your no excuse juice, turn on your favorite music, dance around, whatever you have to do. And you got to be excited on your own journey. I think those are my main tips there. Does anybody have questions? No. All good? All right. Well, let's see. I'm so happy. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I'm glad you guys found it helpful. Okay. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, thank you for joining. Hopefully, we can get this into your guys' team page for Ashley to have. Let's see here.